Let's do this, guys. All right. 3, 2, 1, answer.
Sure, sounds good.
There we go. I think we're live. Saber, can you hear me?
I can.
Saber, say hello to Brenda.
How's it going, Brenda?
Hey, it's good. Going well. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you for joining us for the show.
Oh, 100%. Of course.
I am so sorry, by the way, about... there's a little bit of a backstory that the general public doesn't know, which is that we had originally pre-recorded a glorious interview. We were all tired, but it came out great, except the file was corrupted. And I felt like hell when I found out, because we had this great interview, and so I'm glad we were able to put this together so that we could talk about EQLA and everything.
And you know what? Stuff happens. Stuff happens. No worries. That's just the way it is in show business. Do not worry. So used to technical glitches happening. You know, you can do your best work on a show, and then all of a sudden, I gotta do it again. Sorry, the camera wasn't rolling. Or, it happens. So don't worry.
Yeah. No, I try to avoid it. But anyway, okay. Well, we've got Karen with us. Karen, you there?
Yes.
Hi.
Are you live right now?
We are.
Hey.
Okay.
Hi,
Brenda.
Karen. How are you?
I'm well rested. Very well rested. How are you?
Oh, much better than when we were trying our first attempt, so it's good. Got a little more sleep, so I'm good. Yeah.
That's good.
Well, and then I also wanted to introduce you, Brenda, to the co-host of this show, Paleo.
Hey.
Hi.
And he's in North Carolina, so he's on the opposite end of the continent.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Well, nice to meet everybody, and I guess we'll all get the chance to hook up when you're all in L.A.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Both of them are going to be there and premiering a documentary, and then I'm going to be there, obviously. And I'm really looking forward to the whole thing.
Excellent. Me too. That was my first con. You know that, right?
Yeah, well, last November it was the first one you went to.
It was outstanding. I mean, I had nothing to compare it to, but I will say, I met an incredible community, and hats off to Karen for getting that off the ground. I mean, really and truly. And Karen, I know you're on the air. I would say this even if you weren't there, that you hosted a very well-organized convention. And, I've attended a lot of functions, not a convention, but of this nature. But, you just had it running like a military operation, sister, which is great.
Military household, so maybe that's why.
Oh, there you go. Everybody knew what they had to do. There was an obvious sort of chain of command, and I don't know, I just was impressed that we had our sort of order of events, and you arrived coming, feeling a little bit lost, and where do you go? What do you got to do? And everybody was in the know. There was some great communication amongst your staff, and I've got to hand it to, all the other vendors and things like that as well. It was just overall, everybody just worked in concert. It was great synergy, good energy, good teamwork, everything. So I am excited to come, and I'll give a shout-out to everybody and just say, come on down. You will not be disappointed.
Well, it's going to be awesome. One thing I wanted to ask you, and it's, I guess, again, because this was one of those good questions that was lost to the technical ether, was you asked me to ask you, before the first convention you went to, way back in last fall when I first interviewed you, you didn't know much about the Brony community. And then you told me when we did our first Lost interview to ask you what you thought of the Brony community now that you've been to a couple of conventions. And
yes. You want me to parlay that information?
If you would be so kind.
I would love to. Okay, well, look at it like this. If I said to you, guess what? You're going to meet the Wawawas. And you go, Wawawas, great, I'm going to meet some Wawawas. Who are the Wawawas? Yeah, I had no conception of what Wawawas would be. And I was pleasantly surprised. All the Bronies were polite, respectful. What a great, close-knit community. And gracious and talented. I had no idea that there were so many artists amongst the bunch and just technically inclined. I mean, I'm very appreciative of all of that because I do not possess that skill when it comes to computers. So anybody who's about 20 degrees below where I function, I have to say hats off, and wow, I was very moved as well by some of the stories of how the work that we do has touched so many people and so personally. And then I was, just, I guess, in awe of, just as I said, some of the creative talent. They're very passionate about what it is they do. And yes, some have full-time jobs and, they sort of dabble in this as a hobby, as it were. But what they presented when they would come up to me for an autograph was just outstanding work, and what a great place to meet and greet and have a showcase for some of their work and have like-minded people in the community. So, and have a sense of humor. That was the other thing. So, I don't know. I just say, really and truly, just like my character, you can't judge a book by its cover. I met everybody from all walks of life, from the military community to, hey, well, I'm a doctor, or hey, I'm a dad, or hey, I'm a, what have you. Different careers, different interests and whatnot, but everybody was brought together by the show. And as I said, I was very welcomed, and how lovely I got. I never got so many hugs. So it was great. Great first experience.
Well, and I'm excited for this one too, as opposed to the last one, because I think the venue is going to be a little bit better. And Karen, you were telling me that, there's going to be, a little bit more space for the artists, or?
Yeah, there's going to be more space in general. We've expanded to, we've got 4 huge rooms this year. Like, the autograph room is so big that we feel like there's just too much space.
Well, compared to
no. Everybody's going to fill it up because people are going to come. I'm going to give a special shout out.
Well, that's what was exciting. We were like,
come on down.
Yeah, we can fill up the autograph room instead of having the line go outside.
There you go.
Well, and certain other conventions that may not be named from previous months of this year, had kind of limited autograph rooms. So I think that that's actually a big advantage. But and Saber here has been a huge convention veteran. He's been to just about all of the major ones.
You flatter me, Draft.
You've been to too many of these things.
Is it too many? I don't understand what that even means. I can't go to too many conventions. No, I'm actually really happy that, I love the location of Equestria LA. You're right across the street from Disneyland, all right? You, shot me through the heart. I'm in love with the location. Not only can you go to a convention and hang out with a bunch of cool people, but go to a theme park across the street. It's a win-win.
Yep. Yeah, I've been looking forward to that as well. Paley, you were telling me before the interview portion of this, you've never been to Disneyland, have you?
No, I've been to Disney World, but not Disneyland.
Uh-oh.
Have you seen Anaheim before?
I've been to Anaheim.
What were you doing in Anaheim last time?
I was at Equestria LA. I was with Saber.
Well, wait a second.
He was at the last Equestria LA. You don't remember?
He was. Oh yeah, he was there. But I was like, for me, it's like I conflate the two. Like if we were at Disneyland, then you were at EQLA. If you weren't at Disneyland, then you were at EQLA.
But yeah, I came a day later. That's why.
Oh yeah, it was. There were so many people. It was crazy. But anyway, what are you guys looking forward to most at this event? Like, and I'm just throwing this to everybody here. Like, is there something in particular, aside from Disneyland, Saber, is there something in particular you're looking forward to? Like, Brenda, I know you mentioned to me before you like going and seeing the Artist Alley. Is there something...
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Love the art. Love the art.
Well,
and so what would I be interested in seeing this time? Oh, I don't know. I'm just happy to see people who hopefully will be returning from last year, because I had some great conversations. So, and that to me is 99% of it right there. Hey, I hope I meet the woman who crocheted Andrea and I. She made plushies for us of my character and of Andrea's Pinkie Pie. So I hope I get to see her again, and not just for her to bring me a stuffy, but just I hope I get to just see her and tell her thank you. That was one of those plushies I received, first of all, and that somebody made it of my character was totally cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to just seeing some of the people again.
Well, Tara was completely jealous of that. Like she was trying to steal it away from you.
She was trying to steal my plushie, but she was not going to get it. No. That was big for me. It was going home with me. It was going to be cherished and treasured by me. So she could look over all she wanted. She was not going to get it.
You all even involved the staff members in that fight because in the autograph room, I think a few people were running around chasing them.
Everybody was trying to find my Zecora. It was very cute. So there you go. A shout out to that woman. I'd love to know what her name was, but hopefully she'll come on down and attend. Just likewise as some people I had the opportunity to shake hands with last time. I hope I get a chance to see them again.
Yeah, I'm sure that. Well, I know last time a lot of the people who were there were local to Southern California, and that was something I've noticed at a lot of the conventions I go to is that, you know, when you go to them, oftentimes the majority of people there are locals, that they're from that area. And California in particular, and Karen, you know this well enough, Southern California has such a broad range of talented people all in that one area.
Very, very true.
So I'm excited to see what they bring. Well, Karen, the other thing I think maybe we should bring up here is the charity that EQLA is supporting this time around.
Mm-hmm. Child's Play.
And could you tell the audience a little bit about what Child's Play is?
Child's Play works with all the local hospitals in the area to collect funds to bring like video games and board games and toys to all the children that are at the hospital, whether they're there long term, or whether they're there, you know, just momentarily because of an accident or someone they know has been in an accident or something like that. And it just kind of brightens up their day and improves their quality of life while they're there, and I think it's really great. So we're really, really happy and proud to work with them this year.
I think that's outstanding. Support our youth. That's what I say. Support our youth and anything like that. And I don't know for anybody who's got little sisters or little brothers and, you know, has experienced a hospital visit, it can be a very scary place for the kids because they are being poked, prodded. Depending on the age, you know, you can't always explain other than this is good for you, so that's why I have to do this, and this is going to be uncomfortable. So how wonderful that, you know, there's a little distraction for them. And I know from personal experience, it was, you know, our son just over Christmas had a very bad cold, and with infants, he's now just turning a year. And for children, it's very hard for them when they do get a cold, especially like a head cold, to get that mucus out. So he started to get complications and wound up with a little bit of pneumonia, which made his breathing and bronchioles and stuff very compromised. And having him there, you pack everything as you rush out the door. Okay, I've got some bottles, I've got some food, I've got some diapers. You don't really think about the toy aspect. You know, maybe you grab one, and, you know, that one quickly kind of gets a little boring for the child. So it's wonderful that there's some extra ones that are there that provide some comfort. And as I said, I think I agree with Karen. It cheers up the kids. It's very therapeutic. And, yeah, hospitals can be very scary. So I think that's wonderful. Happy to support that.
Well, and I mentioned to Karen before that, like, in my history, when I was about 4 years old, I inhaled a watermelon seed. I don't know how, but I did. And
I'm not laughing. I'm just kind of chuckling because, you know, I've seen my child do some weird stuff too, putting straws up his nose. It's just like it's an orifice. I don't know why it went up your nose or how it went in your mouth and into your lungs, wherever it went. But it happens, and it happens really quickly too, doesn't it?
Yeah. And,
oh my gosh.
Well, it was right at that point. Like, it was one of my earliest memories. I remember it happening, and I couldn't breathe, and I had to go to the hospital, and they had to actually vacuum the thing out of me. But
yeah, vacuum tube going on your throat. We got it.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, and
thank goodness.
There's an entire other story about how I was arguing with the doctor about the flavor of anesthetic. But in the meantime, one of the things I really remember is waking up the next morning at the hospital, and my mom had brought all of my toys there. It brought all my, you know, I was a Thomas the Tank Engine fan, and you know, still kind of am. It was the biggest show to me, so I had all these toy trains, and she brought them in, and it was a real solace. It's something that I think gets overlooked oftentimes, is the importance of that sort of, you know, positive tangible thing for a kid in a hospital. And
yeah, absolutely.
So I actually,
absolutely.
One thing I didn't tell you about Brenda was that since our last conversation, I actually told my mom about this charity, and she's an artist. She's done some cool works that some people may have seen. For those in the chat who have seen it, the Traveling Pony Museum has a book, like a Twilight's book from the first episode that she painted. Well, she's going to be
so beautiful.
She's going to be painting an acrylic painting of, well, I won't say everything in it, but Zecora is involved for the charity auction. Because, yeah, I told her about this, and, yeah,
that is wonderful.
I'll show it to you when we get there.
Okay, good. So it will be on display somewhere, like we'll get a chance to see it? Or is it a work in progress still? Or?
Well, right now she's working on it, but it'll be ready for the convention. I'm going to bring it with me, and I'll definitely be able to show you.
I'm excited.
Love to see it.
That work is amazing.
Well, I think, that was the thing, is that, Karen, you were sending out a call for people to donate stuff for that charity auction. I mean, you're still looking for things, right?
Yes, we are still taking things, absolutely.
So where should they contact you if they have something to donate?
If they have something to donate, they should contact charity@equestriala.com, or they can go to the website and click contact and literally email anyone.
Well, does it have to be art?
No, it doesn't have to be art. It can be anything. It doesn't even have to be personally handcrafted. It's as simple as you have an item that you think people would like or that you want to donate, and we'll take it.
Huh.
And it's not exclusive to artists, because we know there's a lot of people out there that would like to do something but maybe don't have some of the amazing talent that some people have.
Well, and I know that somebody in this call right now, Saber, is going to be helping run the charity auction. So are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, and AC Race Pass will be joining us as well, so it should be oodles of fun. Getting in front of a giant crowd and talking to them. I have no fear. I am ready. My body is ready. I should auction off an interpretive dance to the audience. This one's going for 10.
At these conventions, it's crazy enough where somebody might actually bid on that.
No, actually, they probably would.
Well, people did pay $50 for a banana.
How much did Dusty Cat auction his mustache trimmings for?
$150.
There you go. A man auctioned off his mustache trimmings for $150.
Well, actually, Brenda, you met Dusty in that city in Nevada that shall not be named, and you remember his mustache, right?
He donated it?
He donated.
Did he?
He donated trimmings from it at the BronyCon last year, and auctioned it for charity, and it went for $150.
Okay. Well, now I feel like I got a meter beat, and I got to think what I can. Okay, I'll find something.
I don't think you need to use any mustache clippers. I don't think that's necessary.
No, that's not going to happen.
I heard the kid who purchased those.
Happen.
The kid sprinkled.
Here's the part. I have a moment. I'll have a moment. But I'm going to be involved somewhere. I'm just not too sure what. But I'm in full support. As I said, I think anything that can provide some comfort when kids are in a different environment like that's great. So good on you for choosing that charity.
Well, I guess Paleo Saber, do you have any further questions for Ms. Crichlow before we let her get back to her evening?
None that she probably hasn't heard already. I'm like, okay, favorite pony. I'm sure she hasn't heard this one before. No, I'm joking, of course. No.
Oh, you can ask me anything.
Well, and actually one thing I should say, too, is that when I told people that I've spoken to you, I found that a lot of people, their favorite character is Zecora. Somebody in the chat just a few minutes ago mentioned that their sister's favorite character is Zecora. My mom's favorite character is,
That's so great. That is so great. As I said, I a year ago when we did this interview, I had no idea. But it has made my life, my work, a little more, I don't know, it feels a little more enriched, just because, as I said, now I know people are really listening, and you're not just sending it out to air. You have a following, and I'm inspired just as much to, do my best. And she's a great character to play. So, yeah, hey, where else do you get to go low in your register and let it just, and let some of my roots come out, which is, the Jamaican and the Trinidadian, which I'm sort of half and half of, and just be Earth Mama. So it's nice.
And I remember during that interview, what really surprised me was that when I was talking to you, I thought you had some conception of the size of the fandom. And during the course of that recording, you said, no, I had no idea that, that there are DeviantArt accounts devoted to this one character that, that people have.
Oh, I had no idea, Mike. And I got online probably right after I talked to you and went and took a look and went, oh, she's pregnant. Look, there's one where she's on the pregnant Zecora. Holy stuff. Oh, look at her there. She's mixing her tasty brew. And, I just took a look and scanned through, and, I saw some fantastic things. I saw some weird stuff. But I saw some wonderful stuff.
I warned you about
I'm just saying the weird out. Yeah, I'm just saying the weird out the side of my mouth. I'm just saying we'll focus on the positive. But, no, I was pleasantly surprised, and it was a bit of a jaw-opening moment where it was just my jaw dropped. Because as I said, listen, I just had a baby at that time, when we first went to LA, it was just 3 months. So imagine, he's like 90 days old to the earth. My head was in the clouds in mummydom. It was not anywhere else, and it wasn't until sort of my agent mentioned, by the way, they'd really like to interview you and, talk about Zecora. Who? What? Oh, okay. And I'm one of the smaller characters, recurring characters on the show. We have an amazing cast of people I'm delighted to have the opportunity to work with while I'm in the studio when we're in session. And to know that my character has a following, and also to play a character that has some of your own beliefs sort of tied in there, it's fantastic. Because you don't always get that. Sometimes you play a character that's, way left field of who you are actually as a person. And how wonderful to have the opportunity to play a character that I can kind of embrace and say, some of the scripts and some of the things I do believe in. I have said that. Don't judge a book by its cover, because you never know who you're going to meet, what talent somebody else may have. I'm kind of rambling now, but cut me off anytime.
Your character
but you catch what I'm saying.
Your character has 6,000 followers on Twitter. There's a parody account of Zecora on Twitter right now with 6,000 followers.
And I was not going to bring up Twitter in this interview. I wasn't going to.
All right, yeah, I did. Where's my $5?
Oh, okay. Listen, y'all are going to help me, because I'm not being coy.
Remember?
Yes, I'm not being coy when I say that. I'm not technologically all that inclined, and it wasn't on the list with having the kids. That's all. It wasn't in a bad way. It was just make sure the kids are fed and the diapers are changed, and then trying to get some sleep in there somewhere. And, it's a bit overwhelming. So on the list of lists, it's like, yeah, I got to get to that. Right after I make sure I get out of the house and get Isabella off to school, and then get over to the bed, and then, got to feed you. Oh.
It's not exactly the highest ranking priority, I think, in a mother's life, perhaps.
But I don't want to be disrespectful, because it is part of my craft, and I love to be able to communicate. I like people, and I love to be able to communicate. It's just the timing of it was such that I couldn't add one more thing onto my plate. So now Justin is a year officially as of this Saturday coming up, and I won't have any more excuses, really, because he's becoming a little independent man all on his own now, starting to walk and get his first words. So,
well, I just want to let you know that, remember when I told you I was tweeting out and I said, hey, favorite this, whatever, if you want Brenda to have it Twitter, well, 50 people favorited it within that day. So there's the people out there, whenever you're ready, I think they're more than happy to
okay, awesome.
To welcome
shout out
to the Twitterverse.
Excellent. Well, just a shout out now, just to say thank you, and thank you, Claudius, for being patient. I will get on it, and I will not disappoint. Just allow me that time to get myself a little more organized, and I will be in communication, and it'll be pretty fantastic.
And yeah, Saber, the check is in the mail.
Excellent. I'll be able to buy myself a burger now.
A $5 check. Oh gosh.
Going to Wendy's.
I think they've been betting on me or something. I don't know.
No, because they mentioned Twitter in the interview. It's a bad joke. No.
Oh, okay.
I actually got a paycheck once for 12 cents. Anyway, that's just an insult in paper form. That's what that is. All right. Well, Karen, is there anything else you would like to talk about or announce for EQLA while you have a captive audience? I know that they can check your website if they want to find updates. Anything else you would like to mention?
I mean, there's a ton that I would like to mention. We just don't have the time. So I feel like I've been a little overexposed in the past week and a half being on everyone's show, so I'm sure they've heard it already.
Well, maybe just a quick wrap-up then?
No big announcements, but online registration ends May 4th, so get your ticket while you can at the discounted price, and you can buy badges at the door, and the hotel is still available at our discounted rate until May 9th, so if you need a room, get it, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone at EQLA.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Brenda, thank you so much for joining us. And again, I'm so sorry that thing didn't record.
You know what? Like I said, it's all good. The show must go on, and we are used to it in film and television. It happens all the time, and it happens in voice as well. Where, we got to stop. That's something. There's always a technical glitch. So do not worry. Make no apology, as I say. That's another phrase. Make no apology. It's all good.
Oh wait, I didn't
record this. It's been a pleasure.
This.
So hey.
Draft. I forgot to press the go live button for the live stream.
Oh, you did, huh?
None of this. No, I'm joking.
That's impossible. I've been saying how amazing Zecora has been the whole time.
Oh, you guys are hilarious. You just played a joke. I was just about to say, what? Double me on this end. You're kidding me, right?
You're all what?
I have my husband upstairs putting down the two kids. I'm like, bye. It's bedtime for them over here, so they're down. So they're like, oh.
Give them kisses.
It's all good. I will give them kisses. I will. They're off into the land of Nod. So yes, but everybody, whoever is listening, I do look forward to when I get a chance to do the quick meet and greets. Come on up and say hi. Do not be shy. Oh my goodness, and please make no apology. Some people go say sorry. It's like don't apologize. Come up and say hi. Heck, I'm the klutziest person. I'm uncensored. I trip all over myself sometimes when I'm either teaching or doing my work. Do not make an apology. Just come on up and say hello. It is a fantastic event. You will not be disappointed. And I am thrilled to be invited back again. And as I said, looking forward to meeting you all. So come on down, one and all.
Well, I think it's going to be all the better of an event because you're going to be there, because you definitely bring a big, I don't know if injection is the right word, but a big injection of warmth and kindness to any of the events you go to. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Every time you walk in, Brenda, it's like sunshine.
Well, life is short, and I feel blessed with all that I have, and I feel good. So, hey, and you gotta like yourself. Everybody now, this is my last thing to say. Make sure you can look in the mirror at some point, and just give yourself a nice positive affirmation, because I've only made one of you. That's it. There is nobody else on this planet, unless, of course, besides clones, but even then. So I'm just saying, just make sure you give yourself a good positive moment. You owe it to yourself. There's no one else like you. No one does it. I certainly can't do what you do, and you don't do what I do. So have a healthy respect for what it is in this time and space we call life. And I hope to see you soon. There you go. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Brenda. And this time it went out there. I swear. Don't listen to that punk. Don't listen to that Saber. He's a liar.
Oh, that's all right. I'll open up a can of whoop ass when I see him later.
I believe you.
I'll hold him down for you.
I can.
Hold him down. Can of whoop ass. Coming your way.
All right, everybody. Thanks again. Saber, I'll let you take it.
Oh, thank you very much, Brenda. I look forward to seeing you at Equestria LA.
We'll see you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, and she's clear.
All right. Awesome interview. Karen, you still with us?
I am still here.
Any closing words from you about Equestria LA before we wrap this up? I know that draft already asked you once, but wasn't sure if anything else you wanted to say.
Those are some real pointed questions they're saying.
Wait, what was that?
I'm sorry.
I did a good job.
You didn't do a bad job.
And Paleo and I were like, we're gonna be pros about this.
I sent you messages. I'm like, ask questions, and you guys are just sitting there quiet. I'm like, okay.
Well, I honestly couldn't think of a question to ask because they've all most of them have been already asked, and I figured, you know what, I'm gonna listen to the interview and see what she has to say. And I jumped in now and then with quirky little funny comments.
No, you were fine. You were.
Yeah.
At least this time you're not like trying to strangle.
Yeah. Yeah. No
fun.
midgets were strangled in the recording of this live stream. Yet.